The problem of Nigeria are not from the north, south, east, or west. They are not from our differences in tribe, culture, or social orientations. The problems are from the 201 million Nigerians that have been and continue to tolerate, endure, and be silent to the gross misrule by the less than 10,000 persons to whom we entrusted our commonwealth. Our long silence as a people to those that continue to disrespect and disregard our constitution, which clearly states that the primary aim of government is the provision of security and welfare for the people. Many times we believe that the best things are located in northern Nigeria simply because many northerners have ruled Nigeria. The truth is that the money is in the hands of a very few northerners who continue to impoverish their people. Instead of creating opportunities for the people, one person would prefer to keep the money and invite 20 people to feed from him daily so that he can control their mind. Today, I wish to address youths from northern Nigeria. I hope that those of you that can understand me will share this message with those that your leaders have denied basic education. Today we can see that the gatemen, shoemakers, and many beggars in other parts of Nigeria are coming from the north. The herdsmen, Boko Haram, and their sponsors are mostly from the north, using northerners to destroy the north and other parts of Nigeria for their selfish interest. They will pay you to kill, but will never send their children to kill because they know that it is wrong. Half of your girls do not attend school. It is a regional shame that you have allowed your so-called leaders to turn your children to be beggars in the name of Almajiri. The only thing they teach them for free is the Quran. About 70% of the 91 million extremely poor Nigerians are in the north. Zamfara state has gold, but you remain the poorest in Nigeria because your leaders connive with foreigners, collect huge amounts of money from them to mine your gold and use you to dig your gold like slaves, and they pay you like slaves. Now they are killing you daily because you have refused to stand up together to fight your common enemy. Your politicians and your elders, they are your enemies. In Zamfara, your politicians gave Buhari 439,000 votes. Of course, we know that the election was rigged. But in a population of 3.2 million, your politicians enrolled only 28 students for the 2018 National Common Entrance Examination. Kebbi State, with a population of 3.2 million, registered just 50 candidates, while Taraba State, with a total population of 2.3 million, registered only 95 children for the examination. Why? Because they know that you will be wise if you go to school. They use your children once in 4 years as underage voters and abandon them on the street to sleep on refuse dump site. You have the power to stop that if you rise up today to challenge the system with the same energy you used during elections. Buhari appointed most security chiefs from the north just to safeguard himself. But people are regularly being killed in East Katsina state of origin. All northern states are currently under siege by people sponsored by your leaders. From Sokoto to Yobe, Kaduna to Katsina, Borno, Niger, Adamawa, Kano to the middle belt of Benue, Nasarawa Plateau, your land has been swallowed in blood. Is that what you want? Why do you allow the killers to live within you when you can report them to security agencies? Apart from the killing, your governors have made you very poor because they have no ideas. They pocket money meant for security votes monthly. Ganduje, your Kano state governor, was caught receiving bribe in video. Your money. Immediately the news came out, he quickly bought bread, tea, milk, and eggs for you to sell in the name of youth empowerment. Why did he not make his children tea sellers and sellers of bread? We know that governors from other states are also stealing, and that is why the whole of Nigeria is bleeding. The beauty of Nigeria once rested in Plateau, Bauchi, Kano, and other places in the north. Today, they have turned such beautiful places to rivers of blood because you allow your so-called leaders to use religion and ethnicity to separate you from the rest of Nigeria. Whoever is telling you that when you kill, you will be rewarded in heaven is not teaching you well. Do not believe them. Heaven has no place for murderers. Tell them that Islam is not a religion for killing, but of peace. Allah will never forgive you if you kill anybody, whether the person is a Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, pagan, or traditionalist. Do not allow them to separate you from the rest of Nigeria. We have Muslims in the south and south of Nigeria. Have you heard that Muslims in the south are killing people from other religion? Northern Muslims even kill fellow Muslims. So what is your problem? We are all one people, one country, with a common destiny. Watch the Nigerian football team. You see players from all parts of Nigeria. Any goal they score is for our collective victory. Whenever we lose, we are all unhappy. Does it make sense for anybody to give you motorbikes, guns, and cutlasses for you to live in the bush while he and his families are living in air-conditioned houses? What is your purpose of killing? Tell the government your problem and settle the matter instead of killing innocent people and risking your lives. When the Niger Delta militants are agitating, have you seen them attacking their people or killing people from the north or other parts of the country? Yet they always negotiate with the government. Niger Delta elders even join in the negotiation to bring peace to their region. Where are northern elders? Why are they not joining to bring peace to the north? Why? Because they keep the money. To them, terrorism is a business. If there is peace, they will not have money. They are sponsors. Are you not worried that your children are being used as suicide bombers? Are you not worried? Are you not worried that Buhari appointed security chiefs, more from the north, just to protect himself and his family? But you people are being killed daily. Today, camps for internally displaced persons are mostly in the north and in the middle belt, because they have sponsored your enemies to kill you, to burn your houses and your villages. Is this not true? If this is not true, why are they not killing and burning the houses of your leaders? Because they are the sponsors. 14 million persons in the north have been affected by the various northern crises. Apart from those that died, 2.4 million that were displaced are women. Gunmen cut off the right arm of a lady called Joy Turner when she was 4 months pregnant. Our movement, the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, we traced her. We raised money for her. We renovated an apartment for her. Now she's living in the state capital in Benue State with her son, because the child survived the attack. We are one. You are us. We are you. Why do we kill ourselves? Why do we kill ourselves? Why do you allow people to twist your brain? It is simply because they give you free food. Your lives will be better when you refuse to allow your oppressors to use you as killers. Since you have been killing your fellow innocent brothers and sisters, what has improved in your lives? Nothing. Your silence at the poverty and insecurity in the north is very shameful. Your money is with your leaders. You must force your politicians to build and send you to school. The federal government has given them money for that. With good education, you can have a voice in the global space. You must ask your politicians to build your hospitals instead of abandoning them and traveling abroad with their families to treat themselves. Your money is with your governor. It is with your senators, with your ministers. Your money is with your members of the House of Representatives, State House of Assembly, commissioners, and your local government chairpersons. Ask them, where is your money? If they do not spend it to improve your lives, hold them accountable. Stop receiving money from them during elections. They will steal much more than what they give to you during election. And that is why they will not build your schools and hospitals. They lied that they spent $16 million to buy mosquito nets, but your children die daily from malaria because you cannot afford to buy medicine. Your enemy is not the Igbo man. It is not the Yoruba, it is not the Yoruba, it is not any other tribe. Your real enemy is northern leaders. If we do not love you as our brothers and sisters, why do we accommodate you in the south, west, and east? That is why we don't burn your mosque. You will be offending Allah if you burn any church or any place of worship belonging to any religion. Your leaders know that your strength lies in our diversity. They know that if you do not hate and fight because of religion and ethnicity, you will not be busy. And if you are not busy, they know that you will see what they are stealing from you. You must expose and report the killers among you to the police. Do not be afraid to do that. If you hide them, they may kill you tomorrow. Other states are developing. Other states in Nigeria, they are developing. But the only factors you have in the north now is kidnapping and terrorism. Christians and Muslims, they have no quarrel. We have no quarrel. Religion is personal. We must respect each other's religion. Did you not hear of the Igbo man called Stanley Uzochukwu, who lives in Niger State? He invited about 3,000 Muslims to break Ramadan fast. He's a Christian. That is how we should be living in Nigeria. We must no longer allow politicians to divide us. Our strength lies in our diversity. We shall make quick development when there is peace among us. Let us not see our tribes, religion, or the clothes we wear. Let us see a brother and a sister in each and every one of us. Our politicians have made us poorer, and together we must stop them. They are our common enemies. They will stop being enemies only if they distribute our common wealth as they promised during the elections. Some people want to leave Nigeria not because they want to leave, but because they are tired of government. They will stop you. They will stop being our enemies only if they promise peace and unity amongst us. It is your duty to show that Islam is a religion of peace. Do not allow anyone to tell you otherwise. Yes, and it is very unfortunate that some of you that are educated in the north, you are not telling your people the truth. It's sad. Almost all former northern presidents, they have universities in the north. How many of you can afford their fees? Now they are giving some of you guns to go to other parts of the country to kill. Do not receive their guns. Whoever gives you gun instead of education is your enemy. You will be arrested and you will be surely be killed when you are arrested. How can somebody give you gun to go and kill and they are living happily and peacefully with their families at home? Say no to them. If you claim that the people that are killing are not from Nigeria, that they are from outside Nigeria, so why are they coming to look for land for grazing? In the name of whatever. When I see how blessed you are and how poor our leaders have made you, my eyes go red. But we must refuse to cry, because when we cry, we shall all become weak. Have you not seen some videos of some northern brothers and sisters that were arrested because they killed? They will be killed. All of them, they will be killed. Don't be part of them. Don't be part of them. If you refuse to take my advice today, tomorrow you may be killed. If you ever attempt to kidnap or to kill anybody, you must not allow anybody to give you gun or cutlasses to kill. Allah does not allow that. And it is your duty to show that Islam is a religion of peace. God bless you. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.